Hey there, lovely. How are you? I hear you're having some trouble falling to sleep tonight. Is that true? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Is there any particular reason? I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been there. You know, when I was young, when I was having trouble falling asleep, my parents would always read me a cute little book, and it would really relax me. Do you mind if I read you a book? Perfect. I have two. I have Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. It's a cute little book, isn't it? It's got some cows on the cover and a typewriter. And I also have Twas the Night Before Christmas. I know this one might seem a little out of season, but I always loved it when I was young. So I figured I'd pull it off my shelf and see if you wanted. We can read them both. Would you like that? Sounds great. Okay. Which one do you want to start with? Click, Clack, Moo? Cows Like Type? Sounds good. Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen, Cronin, and the pictures are by Betsy, Lewin. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. He doesn't look too happy about that, now does he? At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough the cows had found that old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said the farmer. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. Looks like he's not getting any milk. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. And look at them watching him read the note. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background he heard them. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike? Whoever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Uh-oh, I wonder what he's gonna do. Maybe we'll see soon. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. Your cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. There he is, clicking away on his typewriter. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. Look at him walking down the dirt road. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we'll exchange our typewriter. Exchange our typewriter for an electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. What are they thinking? Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for the duck to come back with the typewriter. The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. And there they are, sitting with the typewriter, see? Let's see what happens. Look at that. They got a diving board. What a cute little story. I love it so much. Do you still want me to read you the other one? Sounds good to me. Got all the time, okay? So the story is another one of my all-time favorites. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas by Clement C. Moore. And this particular one is illustrated or drawn by Cat Whelan. Okay. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. There's their house, and there's everyone sleeping. How cute and peaceful. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and a tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his horses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away all. There they all, dashing in the sky. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with the obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry, his droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. And there's Santa with his pipe and his bag. How cute. We got a tree here. Do you like the tree? Do you see your family do a Christmas tree at Christmas? So did mine. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye, a twist of his head, soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And there's the Santa Claus mouse, and there's the little mouse sitting over here. How cute. In his little night robe, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to the sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight. That's my favorite part. You ready? Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Didn't you just love that story? Me too. Are you feeling more ready for bed now? I'm glad to hear it. I hope you sleep well. I'm right nearby if you need me, okay? Good night, cutie.